are the qualifications for you to work in a licensed daycare program, in a Montessori, a preschool program, before and after care program, or you want to be a day home provider. You stay with me, guys, because I'm going to share you this information about how to become a daycare staff here in Alberta. Hello everyone again, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Buyucan, and if you are very new to my channel, welcome. And on today's video, I just want to share you information how to become a childcare staff here in Alberta. Aspirant immigrants, working visa, or permanent resident or Canadian citizen, I just want to share this information because you don't need to go to school and you can be certified and qualified to work as a childcare staff in Alberta. What I share you guys is based on my own experience as a day home provider. Okay guys, so if you are a graduate in your own back home anywhere around the world, and if you live in Alberta and if you want to become a daycare staff here in Alberta, and if you are qualified, then you don't need to go to school. Okay, so if you are graduated in your own back home as a teacher, nurse, social worker, or HRM, hotel management and restaurant qualifications, in order for you to work as a daycare staff here in Alberta, you need to be a permanent resident and Canadian citizen. So that's why I said aspirant immigrants. So you have this knowledge, ideas. So once you arrive in Canada, or if you are on your own work visa, and if you finish your working visa and you got your permanent resident and you have these qualifications and you settled here in Alberta, you want to continue to work as a daycare staff and you want to work Monday to Friday in a daycare center or in a Montessori, then all these videos is for you guys. You need to be certified. You need to have the certification for you to be hired. You either go to school, but as I said, if you finish all these courses in your own back home, you don't need to go to school. So what you just need is you gather your information about your credentials. That is very important. Your credentials, your work experience, whatever certification you finish related to daycare or nanny jobs or caregiver job, then you need to submit this to Edmonton. They have this office in Edmonton, Alberta Child Care Certification. They will see what level category you are because they have the level 1, level 2, or level 3. Okay, so you submitted your credentials, whatever certificate you finish in your own back home. For me, I waited for almost close to 3 months. So the processing is between one to 3 months after the assessment of your information, your credentials. And if you are qualified, they will give you a certification of child development assistant. Okay, so after you receive that certification, they will give you a form. That this form, if you want to have a further higher level of assessment, like you have to know what level category you are, like level 1, level 2, or level 3. This form they will give you, you will send it to your school where you graduated your degree or your education. So this form, the school where you finish your degree, they will send your original credential to Edmonton. Okay, so when the Edmonton receive all the information from school where you finish your education, then that's the time they will know what level category you are. Okay, either level 1, level 2, or level 3. If you are a teacher and with the experience of kindergarten, they gave is level 3, that is supervisor. Okay, so level 3 is supervisor. So the reason why I know, because I have one friend from Ontario and she finished her teacher as a kindergarten in her back home in Philippines, and they give her a level 3 certification. So her equivalency is supervisor here in Alberta. So some teacher, they are level 1, depends on their work experience. One of my friends, she graduated HRM, hotel, restaurant, and management. So they gave her level 1. If you don't have this degree in your back home and you want to continue to work in a daycare program, because I love to work in a daycare program. If I'm the one, because you have to work Monday to Friday, and most of the daycare center, they open like between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And if you work in Alberta, your salary minimum wage starts between $15. To be honest with you guys, to work as a childcare staff here in Canada is a very demand job, especially at this time of pandemic. I realize, because of course some parents have to go to work, especially those frontliners people, nurses, doctors who work in the stores. Of course they need, and if they have small children, they need somebody to take care of their children, right? So it's considered is a demand job here in Canada. If you live in Alberta, take this advantage. If you love to work with small children, preschool children, then this job is for you because you work only Monday to Friday between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It all depends on the company. If you want to be a day home provider, like what I'm doing, you can also open your own private or you can apply for a license and become a day home provider. Our minimum wage salary here in Alberta is $15 per hour, but it all depends on what company you are working, because some company in a daycare center, they started $15 per hour. Some company, they started $17 per hour. So it all depends, and it depends on what level you are, okay? Your own work experience as well. Sometimes they have to consider that. Let's say we're going to make an example. You work, your started salary is $17 per hour. Plus, if you are level 1, the government give you plus $2 beside your $17. They call top up on your salary. So 17, 18, so $19 is your salary per hour. So that's how the top up the government here in Alberta. If you are level 2, plus another $4. So if you are level 3, then plus $6 top up beside your $17. If your salary started $18 plus your top up $6, then that's a good money to start a job here in Alberta, right? So if in case you didn't finish any related courses what I mentioned you here, and you want to work in a Montessori or you want to work in a daycare center here in Canada, you have to go to school between 6 months to 1 year course, okay? You need to have a certification for you to be qualified to work in a licensed daycare centers here in Canada. So if in case you live in Alberta, submit all the credentials for you to be certified if you want to work in a daycare center, because not all people can work in a daycare center. Only people who like to work with small children, have this passion to love small children, play with the children. That's the advantages of living here in Alberta, okay? So I don't know in some other provinces, because so far I know one of my friends from Vancouver, she's from Vancouver. She told me that they don't have this kind of program in Vancouver, but when she moved here and she's a teacher, now she's happy because she's a level 3 supervisor. They work in a licensed daycare here in Calgary. I make an example of a salary equivalency of a level 3 here in Canada. In peso is like 150,000 peso per month salary. This type of job if you are level 3. I just only make you an example, okay? And I use the peso because sometimes if we are talking dollar, it's hard to understand and they don't know the conversion. So I just make the conversion like after tax, let's say 120,000 peso. I'm not only sharing this for Filipinos, but I'm just sharing for everyone, for the aspirants, people who have this kind of degree in their own back home. If you arrive in Alberta and if so happen you are in Alberta, try to apply this opportunity because you don't need to go to school. Only if you want to work in a daycare center, okay guys? So anyway, thank you again for watching and I'll see you for my next video. And just don't forget to subscribe down below as I'm going to upload more information about life here in Canada. So anyway guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you for my next video. God bless you and bye-bye.